Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to do a review of the US Rangers box from Warlord Games for Bolt Action. It's my first ever sojourn, as it were, into Bolt Action. So I just thought I'd give you my thoughts on what I've purchased so far and what I think of the miniatures. That's blah de blah de blah. Right, so the miniatures themselves, we'll open the box just to show you what you do get in here, which you get quite a lot. So there's the box. US Rangers, World War II Elite Light Infantry, and this is the new all plastic set that comes with the heads from Saving Private Ryan movie. So let's start with the sheet that you get with it. How to build the miniatures, which parts correspond with which. It's all nice and easy for you to lay it out there. Which arms you can put with which bodies, etc, etc. Plenty of accessories on the sprues, axes, pouches, water bottles, knives, all that sort of business. And then on the back, quick painting guide on how to do things, and the 6 heads for the Saving Private Ryan film. Now you may ask yourself, why US Rangers? Well, ever since I learnt about their exploits on D-Day on Utah Beach at Pont de Hoc, I've been fascinated with the Rangers. And of course this was long before the Saving Private Ryan movie. So your sprues come like this. True scale 28 as opposed to heroic scale. So if you're only used to Games Workshop sort of miniatures, these are quite a bit smaller and a bit fiddlier to put together, but not too difficult. Just follow the instructions, you can't go wrong. And you get 5 sprues with 6 models on each, bringing you to the total of 30, which gives you 3 squads in the Bolt Action game. You get all your bases as well, which come like this. All your bases for your models as well in the box. Finally, you also get incredibly small transfers, water slide transfers. Yeah, these are going to be difficult to put together because my eyesight's rubbish as it is. Although I did get new glasses recently, so they do help a bit. But these are incredibly small. Can't really tell on the video. But we'll give those a go eventually. Painting wise, I used the Flames of War, because I'm into Flames of War as well. The US paint set, which on the back gives you the colours on where to put them. Along with the Quartermaster set, you'll need the beige brown, the flesh tone, and the gunmetal grey, because they don't come in the US Army paint set for Flames of War. And what I've done, if you've seen my video on contrast paints, I use a tiny amount of the paint, mix it with the contrast medium, which basically means you can turn any paint you've got, even your opaques, into a contrast, so long as you mix it right. And that is how I painted my initial 10, as you can see them there. Let's see if we can get a better close-up view of them. As you can see there, you do get a contrast effect with them. Just use very little opaque paint and the contrast medium to use to turn them into contrast, or speed paint or express colour, whichever variant you do use. And again, there's a better view, I think, of how they do look. Quite enjoyable to paint. Basic materials from Geek Gaming, Luke over there in West Yorkshire, and he also has an American distributor. So if you're over the pond, you can get his base ready materials and his grass tufts and static grass and everything. Amazing variety of basic materials. Go over to Geek Gaming, give Luke a bit of love, bit of money. There are excellent basic materials for your minis. I was so impressed with these miniatures that I decided that I was gonna dip my toe into Bolt Action. So I've got 30 miniatures here, 30 infantry US Rangers. Have a quick look on the back with the packs and the rifles and that. They do come with a lot of options as well. Bangalore torpedoes, bazookas, carbines, and the submachine gun, sniper rifle, and the BAR. So there we go. So all your squad options are in the set, so you can make yourself a decent squad with plenty of optional weaponry, so on and so forth. What I did next was I checked my Flames of War Force organisation chart, and in it, this is Fortress Europa, this is 3rd edition, but it's got all the rules in for how you build the squads. I know it's not Bolt Action, but it does have rules in here for making platoons of historically correct Rangers, and in it the only vehicles they can have is Jeeps, which makes sense. The US Rangers was a sort of scouting ahead force, you know, Rangers lead the way, all that sort of business. So I went ahead and bought myself 3 Go Anywhere Jeeps, which in the Flames of War book suggested were the vehicles they could have. So I bought those blind. Again, these are metal and resin. Again, you get a sheet in telling you the website, which gives you more information on how to build them, how to wash and care for your resin kits. Comes with a stat card, packed by Becky, thank you Becky, and obviously your transfer sheets for your Jeeps. Destroyed markers, I'm guessing, with flames and bases to glue them on. Metal parts, the wheels, there we go, wheels there, your crews, come with 3 drivers and a choice of 30 or 50 cal machine guns to go on the back. And these are bits for your axles and your machine guns. And the actual bodies of the Jeeps themselves are the resin bits. I'll just quickly show you those. Get 3 identical Jeep kits there. Incredibly well detailed. Obviously some trimming off of flash and that to do. But again, excellently detailed 28mm scale Willys Jeeps. Now luckily enough I did the right thing there, because after I bought these I decided I was going to dip my toe into Bolt Action. Like I say, I've never bought or played it before, so I thought I'd give it a go, having bought the Jeeps and the Rangers. So I then went and bought myself the pin markers and ordered chits and area effect weapons. These all come in one set. So there's those. And I also got myself the rule book, 3rd edition. Again, struggling to get it in. But the rule book, that's not going to stay there. I don't want to drop it on my minis. But I got my rule book and my Armies of the United States book. And in the Armies of the United States Bolt Action book, it does say your Rangers can only have Jeeps or the DD Sherman tank, dual drive Sherman tank. Obviously dual drive so it could get onto the beaches at Normandy, and then they'd switch it over to normal drive for going on land. But I thought a Sherman tank doesn't really fit in with the speed and the sort of scouting abilities of the Rangers, so I'm just going to stick with the Jeeps for now until I get my first game in, see how those work. And finally, I also bought myself the order dice that you put in the bag for drawing out to see whose turns it is. I've got the olive drab ones, obviously, because they fit in with the US forces. But again, they do them in various colours, obviously Soviet colours, German colours, Japanese colours, and the British power colours, the maroon and blue. So bought myself those, and hopefully that is everything I need to start playing Bolt Action. So there we go, guys. Incredibly detailed miniatures, bit smaller than 32 Heroic, but if you're careful, quite easy to put together. Excellent miniatures from Warlord, and as I say, we'll give it a go. So there we go, guys. My first steps into Bolt Action. Next thing to do, I think, is to paint up the rest of the miniatures, get my Jeep done and painted, and then I'll have a small force ready to go to learn the game. So thank you again, guys, for listening to my drivel. Looks a good game. Give it a go, and we'll see how it pans out. So once again, guys, thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm incredibly looking forward to playing my first few games, see how I get on, and there we go. Highly recommended. Excellent miniatures from Warlord. Like, comment, subscribe, guys, and we will catch you in the next video.